Well, one of the nation's most famous war dogs was honored today. Stubby, a Boston Terrier mix, went to Europe with his Connecticut unit during World War I. He played a key role in warning of incoming gas attacks and staying with wounded soldiers until help arrived. Well, now he has a sculpture in Connecticut's Veterans Memorial Park. It was unveiled today, and the sculptor is here, Susan Bahary. Susan, I'm so happy to have you, and I'm very excited about this story. They asked me if I wanted to do it. I'm like, yes, 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 I want to do this story because, first of all, I love animals, and a war hero is even, you know, mo better, as we would say, mo better blues. Tell me about what it is that you were aiming to capture, Susan, when you're sculpting Sergeant Stubby's
Well,
statue.
I wanted to capture his likeness, of course, and that was from old photographs. And, I also wanted to capture that beautiful spirit, that courage, you know, his abilities, his bravery, his ability to cheer up the troops both on the battlefield and at home. Yeah.
Yeah, and and you're sitting next to you is this wax version of this. So if you could tell us about the work that went into getting to the final product.
Yes, there are many stages in the lost wax bronze casting process. And once we have a mold from the original clay, then we pour a wax into that mold. And then there's many steps till you get to the bronze, which is at the Trees of Honor Veterans Park. This is the wax. We made it specially to show you how it looks.
It looks beautiful just in wax form, and you make it seem so easy, but I mean, like, how many hours, weeks, I don't know, how much work goes into this?
It takes a few months to do all the proper research, and then to try to capture the physical characteristics, and then try to, bring the soul of that animal somehow into that work. And then when it's all done, hopefully you can take a deep breath, and hopefully for generations to come, I mean, it'll really do honor and justice to our military, human and animal kind.
Absolutely. And, you want to capture the soul of Stubby. What emotions do you hope to evoke from people when they visit the sculpture?
I want them to feel pride. I want them to feel inspiration. I want them to feel that, boy, if a dog could do that, I think I can do that thing that I need to do. And I think I want us to treat our animals well. Respect them. Our war animals of all different kinds, our horses, our mules, our donkeys, our pigeons, all these animals served. So I want to honor their deeds and their sacrifices.
And this is not your first military dog that you have memorialized. You've got a couple of examples here.
This is Always Faithful, our country's first official war dog memorial from 1994. That was unveiled at the Marine Corps War Dog Cemetery on Guam. And, this is just a small version, of course. It's in life size.
Sure.
And then this piece is Smokey. This was a great little 4-pound Yorkshire Terrier who was rescued from a foxhole in New Guinea by an Army corporal who then trained her to do over 200 tricks to cheer up the troops. And so she's often called the first therapy dog on record. And actually, Charles Mayo was the one who actually said, I think that's a good idea to take her on the rounds when Bill Wynn, her owner, was in the hospital, and they cheered up the troops, and that's who she is.
And this is real life size because you have her inside of a
You're right.
Of a helmet.
Yes, they used their helmet to do so much at that time.
Yeah.
They put everything, they did everything in the helmet. So.
And I know that you said that you do this for the love of animals, you want to, honor them and all of our military members, the four-legged version, as well as the people who serve. But how did you start on this journey?
Well, I started because I always loved dogs, and I used to show them, and I met Dr. Putney, who saw my work and said, Susan, you have to apply for this commission. And that changed my life, because then I got to really meet people in the military and understand more about their sacrifice, and it led to many monuments. I did one of the late John Dongdara and his dog Bart, who served and sacrificed and for us. And, a lot of dogs in law enforcement who do so much every day to keep us safe and free.
Yeah, that's a good point, too. And Sergeant Stubby, his military companion, was Robert J. Conroy. He was an Army corporal.
Absolutely. I was commissioned by the family, the descendants of him, to do this, which was an honor. And so we captured him in the salute because he was smuggled aboard a ship, okay? And when the commander found him out, he did a trick that Conroy taught him, which was he got up on his haunches, he raised his paw, and he did a salute. And once he did that, he was in. Then he was on 17 battlefields. As you said, he did so much. And so I wanted to capture him in that very special pose. And it's like the right paw of duty and the left paw of friendship and love. You know?
Well, you know, the wax version is really, gives me chills just looking at it and your story behind it. So I can only imagine what the bronze version looks like. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I'd like to mention the purple poppy, if I may.
Please do.
I'm bringing the purple poppy to the United States, representing all our service animals, and want to do a monument to our country's first official service animals monument for all these dogs, law enforcement, and assistance animals. And so I hope people will get on the website and be part of it and just help us move along to make this happen.
Yeah. And, you know, and this is the perfect time this weekend as we remember all of our brave men and women and animals who have served to protect this great country of ours. And we thank you for memorializing some of the animals.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Susan Bahary, thank you very much.